Today we'll make Kabocha no Nimono, which means simmered pumpkin, a very simple kabocha pumpkin dish that only uses 5 ingredients. First, wash and de-seed a quarter of a kabocha. Cut them into 1-inch chunks. Kabocha no Nimono is a staple in Japanese home cooking. Each family has a slightly different flavor, but at the core of it, it's really meant to enhance the natural flavors of the kabocha. My mother's simmered kabocha is extremely salty. That thing has a long shelf life. My kabocha is lightly seasoned, just the way I preferred. I'm glad I have the control of the kitchen now. Once you're done cutting, place the kabocha in a pot with the skin side facing up. It's important to pick a pot that fits all the kabocha in one layer. This ensures that it gets cooked evenly. You can also take a moment to make dashi from scratch, but usually I just use the powdered dashi. Or some families don't even use dashi for this dish. So it's up to you. And if you don't have powdered dashi at home, I would say don't bother with it. Add 1.25 cups of water and sprinkle about half a teaspoon of dashi. On high heat, bring it to a boil. Here I use a otoshibuta, which is a lid that drops into the pot. This allows the liquid to keep on evaporating, but still steams the vegetable underneath the lid. The word futa means lid, and it sounds similar to buta, which means pig. And once the kabocha comes into a boil, lower the heat to low and add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce and honey and a teaspoon of sugar. You can actually improvise quite a bit with what you want to put in it. As I said, some families don't even put dashi in it. If you don't want to put honey, just put a little bit more sugar. Or even if you have mirin is a good substitute as well. What you really need at the end is just soy sauce, some kind of sweetness, and pumpkin. Put the lid back in and simmer for 10 minutes. Or until you can pierce the kabocha with a chopstick. Take it off the heat. It tastes best if you soak it for 30 minutes in room temperature. Or even overnight in the fridge. When you want to reheat it, don't overheat it. The balance between the sweetness of the kabocha and the hint of salty soy sauce is the best when it's not piping hot. If you want to reuse the broth, you can use it to make torisoboro. To make it, take about 1 cup of broth and 1 cup of minced chicken. Add a little bit more soy sauce for taste, and all you need to do is just boil it until the liquid evaporates. And with that, I am off to do some drafting.